Prince Harry's reliance on PR experts and social media managers has, according to a royal expert, forced his brother Prince William out of his comfort zone. Royal commentator Rebecca English made the claim on the Palace Confidential podcast this week. She was asked by host Jessica King whether or not the Duke of Cambridge, 39, is influenced by the actions of his 37-year-old brother when it comes to social media, specifically. Ms. English said, "Something slightly difficult to quantify because how much is it of William just getting a bit older and getting a bit more daring and a bit more comfortable in the public eye and kind of getting out of his comfort zone? But I think you do have to give Harry credit where credit's due. He was quite a trailblazer in this field, doing something a little bit different, more personal that was kind of outside of the traditional royal role." William and Kate, actually their social media manager they have now was Harry and Meghan's social media manager, and I think you can definitely see that in some of the social media posts they do. Ms. English, the Daily Mail's royal editor added, "So I think you have to credit Harry with being some of the inspiration, but this is also about William feeling comfortable to slightly break out of the mold a bit as well." Also on the podcast, Ms. English gave an update on the investigation into alleged bullying by the Duchess of Sussex against members of staff. She claimed that just a tiny handful of staff had been interviewed, and that she believes the process is being kicked into the long grass. She added, "They're not even confirming that the investigation is still going ahead, and no findings have been disseminated amongst anyone, either inside the palace or out." Another news, Gary Barlow stars in the penultimate episode of Walk the Line on ITV on Thursday. The musical game show sees contestants compete for a £500,000 prize pot, with Mr. Barlow joining Alicia Dixon, Dawn French and Craig David on the judging panel. Every episode, 5 new singers appear, with one champion crowned at the end of the show. He was asked to write the official Diamond Jubilee single with Andrew Lloyd Webber back in 2012. The song, Sing, reached #1 in the UK singles charts, and the pair performed the song at the Diamond Jubilee concert outside Buckingham Palace on June 4, 2012. He has established a brilliant relationship with several senior royals. Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, is a big fan, and Prince William and Prince Harry invited the band to perform at the memorial concert for their mother in 2007. Mr. Barlow met Harry 5 years later in Jamaica, and reflected on the meeting in an interview with Magic's 105.4 FM's breakfast show at the time. He said, "He's a great bloke, he's so nice, he really is. Everyone loves Harry. We met him in Jamaica and it was like the first carnation of Take That. They were running down the streets after his car, wasn't interested in me, not a soul interested in me. They were chasing him down the road." The back-for-good singer admitted Harry reminded him of bandmate Robbie Williams. He said, "He is the star of the royal family, he is the Robbie of the royal family. That's frightening, isn't it?" Harry was on his Diamond Jubilee tour at the time, and ended up attending the same event as Mr. Barlow, as they were both visiting a youth community center. Mr. Barlow recalled, "I saw him at an event in the afternoon and I said, 'So you know I'm going to see you tonight, I'm going to bring a tambourine with me, I hope you're up for it.' And he said, 'It's going to cost you.' And so I turned up with this little tambourine in my pocket, got him to play it and spun him into the track. I think it's wonderful." While his meeting with Harry went down brilliantly, Mr. Barlow later admitted a rather awkward encounter with the Queen. He recalled meeting Her Majesty in the build-up to the Diamond Jubilee concert in 2012, and had to be the bearer of bad news. He said, "Before my meeting with the Queen I knew everything, honestly I did. I knew all the bands, I knew their history, what hits they've had. Anything she could have asked me I could have answered, and the first thing she asked me was, 'What time does the concert finish?' I said, 'Oh, about 10:30, Your Majesty.' She said, 'How long does it take to take down all the equipment then?' I thought, oh, this is not a good question. I said, 'About 7 hours. And she said, 'So they're going to be taking it down all through the night, so all my family who live at the front of the palace there are going to be kept awake at night?' I said, 'Yeah.' It was really awkward. Fortunately, the concert could not have gone much better." Mr. Barlow's duet with Girls Aloud star Cheryl Cole won particular praise, as critics described the performance as the best of Britain proved their pop credentials with a dazzling duet.